This year, 5 people have died of cardiac arrest in and around the town of Reiner. That number almost rose to 6 last February, but the rescue squad was able to get Thomas Tietz just in time to save his life. Tonight, Tietz and the crew who saved him are speaking out about the signs to look for in an emergency. WSLS 10's Rob Manch is here with us in the studio. So, Rob, we know chest pain obviously can be an indicator of heart issues, but what was also the situation here for Tietz?
Well, Lindsay, yeah, chest pain is very common, but that's not what Tietz experienced. He says his heart condition only revealed itself in the form of feeling tired and dizzy. That's why he and the volunteers who saved his life say if you feel something is out of the ordinary, it's better to call 911 as soon as possible.
1 minute, give or take, and he probably wouldn't be here with us today.
Medic Nick Colson says Thomas Tietz is a walking miracle.
Good seeing you around.
The crew reunited with him Thursday for the first time since saving his life 3 months ago.
Only 5% of the people that go through what I went through get to talk about it.
For Tietz, February 28th began like any other day, but that changed when he went to work in the yard.
He was having problems standing up, lightheadedness, dizziness. He actually passed out in his garden.
Sometime later, maybe 10 minutes, I'm not sure, kind of came to and realized that I needed help.
Tietz found using his arms and legs difficult.
I got my sawing things in the cart on the tractor and draped myself over the tractor seat and drove it up the hill, except I was having trouble keeping conscious.
Tietz made it to his house where his son then helped him take a shower, then sat him down to rest, all before calling 911. Colson says that was a mistake.
He waited till absolute last minute. Started around 2 o'clock. He didn't give us a call till around 6:30. As soon as we got there, within 5 minutes, he went into cardiac arrest on us in the field.
Crews worked with lightning speed, calling a helicopter transport.
From the time we were dispatched to the time that we were at Roanoke Memorial was less than 20 or 25 minutes.
Colson says every one of those minutes was essential for Tietz's survival.
Time is muscle, so the sooner they get us there, the sooner we get them to the hospital in definitive care, then the better the outcomes.
During those 25 minutes, Tietz was shocked back to life 3 separate times. After several artery stints, Tietz is back to his old self, but he says he's learned an important lesson about when to call 911.
Most important advice I could give somebody is just don't wait, just get it done.
Well, Tietz says he's never had something like this happen before, so he wasn't prepared on what to do. But Colson tells me it can happen to anyone. That's why he says it's important to call 911 anytime something feels out of the ordinary, even if it's dizziness or severe fatigue, like in Tietz's case, because he says rescue crews would much rather respond and have nothing be wrong than get there too late. In studio, Rob Manch, WSLS 10.